I am here at the Yoga Nest. I'm Becky Adams, and I teach the kids yoga classes here, along with others. And I am here with Jeanne, and our goal today, and what we're going to be talking about, is to kind of tell you a little bit about our yoga stories. We've each come into this practice of yoga in all a variety of different situations and circumstances, and it's just nice to get to know where everyone comes from and what brought them here. So Jeanne is going to be our first one to talk about their yoga story.
So, hi, I'm Jeanne, and I teach yoga here at the Yoga Nest on Thursdays. What brought me to yoga?
Yes, what brought you to yoga?
Well, I actually had an accident. I fell in my home, and I broke what's called the femoral neck in my leg, and was taken to the emergency room, and ended up having full hip replacement surgery, which was a kind of big deal. I had been familiar with it though, because I had had the other hip replaced 2 years earlier.
Oh my
so I was
goodness.
familiar with the surgery and what it would take and all that.
Okay.
I wasn't familiar though with the recovery this time. The second surgery was successful, hugely successful, but I had a lot of residual pain. And as part of that, I went through multiple series of physical therapy. I worked with a physiatrist who's a pain management doctor, and then my physician said, maybe we need to figure out what's going on there and do more surgery. And I was like, no, one surgery's enough.
Yeah.
And I had two. So there you go. So I started taking all kinds of classes. I took Pilates, I took floor Pilates, I took yin yoga, I took vinyasa yoga, I took bar classes, I took every class. I did. I did it all. Every class I could possibly think of, and then really kind of transitioned into yin yoga, which is deep tissue. It's holding poses longer, and it really helped to stretch all of my connective tissue and really helped to elongate my muscles. And it worked. After several months of doing consistent yin yoga, I have no pain.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
It was an interesting process. I didn't ever think after my first class I would go to a second class. I was like, this is awful. I will never do this. And you know what? It was the most amazing experience of my life, and has been, and got me enticed, and I am now a yoga instructor.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
It's so amazing, and it is. That's how it all starts, everyone. It's just you try one class, you try one thing with yoga, and you figure out when you get in there that there's just so much more to it. And I know that can sometimes be the nerve-wracking thing about starting something new is, what is it all about? Am I going to like it? Is it going to be too hard? But trying it, and I promise you, once you get in here, it's really amazing thing for the body and the soul and the mind, all of the above.
All of the above.
All of the above.
Absolutely, all of the above. And you have to base your practice on the foundations of yoga, which is self-acceptance and self-love. Understanding this is where I'm at, and I can always improve.
Yes.
And every day is an improvement, whether it's your breathing technique, whether it's, geez, I can stretch my leg further than I could yesterday, and accept yourself day to day, because some days you wake up and you're stiff, and some days you wake up and you're not, and some days you're flexible and some days you're not.
For sure.
It's all about self-love and acceptance, and really understanding that it's all good, it's all positive, it's all moving in the right direction.
So you would say that yoga has completely impacted your life, I can tell.
Oh my goodness, yes. My goodness, yes.
Completely impacted in a very positive way.
In a very positive way, from pain to no pain to being passionate to becoming an instructor. There we go.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. It's been a fun journey, and it continues.
So if you could tell anybody out there the one thing that you want them to know about yoga that hasn't tried before, what could you tell them?
You have to give it a chance. We didn't get where we are overnight, and we're not going to improve overnight. So love yourself, accept yourself where you are, look to the improvements you're going to make, and allow it to take its time.
I love it. I love it. So that is Jeanne's story. Thank you so much for just watching this with us, and we hope that maybe someone out there has a relatable experience, or things that you can relate to when you hear these stories from us. But we hope to see you at the Nest. Bye, everybody.